Hey guys, I'm just a freak and welcome to the channel, back to the channel or welcome in general to the channel. This time I want to share with you my reads for the month of January. Yeah, I know it is March and I know that I've been forgetting to do these videos since October, I think. But I've been busy, and when I had that free time I was generally lazy, or I wanted just to read mangas. So yeah, now that I'm staying more inside the house, I thought that maybe I should share with you what I've read in the past couple of months, and I'm gonna start month by month. And yeah, I hope that you like it, and let's get on with it. So first, in the first month of the year, I continued to read Battle Royale. This is still a really solid series with great art, incredible action, very mature, as you can see from the covers. I almost can post this on YouTube only by the covers. So yeah, it's 18 plus, and it's that way because it's brutal. My only problem with this series so far is the language that they use. I don't know if it's the translations or what, but it doesn't go well with me. And after that, I've read Tommy by Junji Ito. This is a 3-in-1 series that contains a set of stories all regarding the same character Tommy, here on the cover. This is in a pretty nice format, printed out by Viz. Overall, I found it pretty great, but one of the problems that I have with stories from Junji Ito that are so long, and not long, because this is a set of short stories that have a little bit of connection between them, is that after you read 3 volumes of the same thing done over and over again in a different format, they start to lose a little bit of that flair, you know. But nevertheless, it was great. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm just saying that maybe if I've read just 1 volume at a time, maybe it would have been better, or if these stories were sprinkled in other books by him. But I still recommend this, and it was quite good. After that, I decided to finally start reading Goodnight Pun Pun by Inyo Asano. I really love this mangaka and his works, and I must say that this one it's quite great so far. It's quite hard on your soul, if I may say, because I know it kind of takes a little bit of that darker family and overall situation in the world, and how someone can grow up with that. But yeah, so far this is not disappointing for me. I bought this whole series at a time without knowing anything about it, and I really don't regret it. After that, I've continued to read Devil's Line. So this is volume 3. This is a vampire stories that finished recently last year, and so far it's quite good. Some people are comparing it a little bit with Tokyo Ghoul, but from my opinion it doesn't have anything to do with that one. But yeah, so far it's good. I'm enjoying it, and I'm reading a volume here and then. After that, I've read Kuro. This is the volume 1. It's a 3-volume series, and this one is put by Tokyo Pop, but sadly this is available only in German. and I've picked this up along with some other German series because I'm learning German and reading some manga. It's good. It's a good practice for me. And so far, man, I'm loving this series. This series is so cute and dark at the same time. I don't know. Take the cover as a hint. When I'm done with it, I'm gonna try to do a review of this series. But so far, it was quite nice. It's quite episodic, as in this series was initially a webcomic, and that means that almost each page is a chapter, but each chapter kind of gets well together, ties well together with the other ones. So yeah, it was easy to read for a beginner, so that's great for me, but it was also really enjoyable. Highly recommend this if you can read it. Next, I finally got my hands on Panorama Island, The Strange Tale of Panorama Island. I've been looking for this book for a while now. It was pretty expensive, and they finally decided to do a reprint, and when I saw it available, when I got the notification, I jumped on it, I bought it, read it, loved it. Gonna talk more about this. And after that, I read another 3-in-1, this time something from Viz. This is flipped, but it was printed this way originally, so it's not Viz that actually flipped it. This is I think this also was a web comic at a point. I don't remember. Let me know in the comment section if you know more. But yeah, pretty great series about it's a fighting sports manga. So I guess that this is the second sports manga that I'm reading. I'm not reading too many of those, but it was quite enjoyable. The only problem that I have it with some of the scenes, but yeah, if you want to know more, I can go into and make an impression video out of it. By the way, the sequel to it, it's coming out right now. It's called Levius East. And after that, I've read Android Angels. This is an unusual print, and it's put out by Gan. And if you know Gan is a company that prints manga that is underground, from those mangakas that are not so well known and that don't usually get the chance to be picked up by big editors like Viz or so on. But yeah, this was quite an enjoyable read. It's about a society where you could rent androids for 2 years, if I remember right, and during that time you could use them whatever way you want. They look pretty similar to humans, and they try to act incredibly human, and practically they have to help you in either way necessarily, so you can figure out what kind of things people would do with them, or how they can get attached to these androids and so on. But yeah, this was quite interesting. It's another collection of short stories, but each one of those short stories are part of the same universe, so they tie well together, and it was quite nice. Nice addition to the collection. And I like when I see other names, when I get the chance to read some of this underground manga that's not so refined and anything like that. After that, I've got my hands on H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountain of Madness. This is the second volume, so this is an omnibus containing volume 3 and 4. This is by Go Tanabe, and it's part of the series that this mangaka is putting out, containing H.P. Lovecraft stories. I'm an H.P. Lovecraft fan, and it was quite nice to read this. Again, if you want to know more, let me know. By the way, that was the end of it, so practically it's only 2 volumes. Next, I've read Blam, the Electrofisher Escape. So this is practically the manga adaptation of the movie that's out on Netflix regarding Blam. Practically the only movie that we got from this series by Tsutomu Nihei, since the rest of them are just short clips. And it was enjoyable, but keep in mind that this was only directed by Tsutomu Nihei and it's not made by him, so it's not at that level. But again, we got the chance to have in manga format a short story, a side story from the Blam universe, and it was a nice read. Not the same quality as the main series done by Tsutomu Nihei, not in art, but it was still nice. I appreciate that I was able to get it. And after that, I also read the first volume from the Quintessential Quintuplets. Honestly, I wasn't such a big fan of the first volume, but I can say that now, after I've read more, I'm loving this series. So if you make the same mistake as me, to read only the first volume and not get hooked into this whole series, also try the second one. Give the second one a chance. Buy another volume, rent another volume online, read it, and I don't know, maybe you're gonna be in the same spot as me and just went all in and loving this series. It's quite nice. It's about who has to tutor one of these 5 quintuplets, who gets to tutor all of these 5 quintuplets, and from the beginning of the series you know that he's gonna marry one of them, but you don't know which one. And it doesn't sound like something incredible or great, but it's quite great. It's quite great, quite beautiful, and I really like it. So if you're in the same spot as me and you don't necessarily like volume 1, you just find it okay, read the second one also. And I also read the first volume from Comic and Communicate. Again, an enjoyable read, a lot of fuss in the community, and I get it why. And they also have an impression out for this one, so if you want to check that out, I'm gonna leave it, I think, right there in the corner. You could check it out and see what I thought about that. But yeah, I liked it, and I'm gonna read the rest. And the last one from this month was a read that I did digitally, and that one was the second omnibus from Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. If you want to read that one, and if you have Crunchyroll, it's out there on Crunchyroll in their manga app, so if you're paying for Crunchyroll for anime, you can also read that one. And I'm saying that because I would love to have it in a physical format, because right now that I already read volume 4, I can say that I'm liking it a lot, and it's a pretty good series, but it's incredibly out of print and really expensive. I think that volume 1 or something like that goes for more than $100, so no way I'm paying that much for a volume. But yeah, it's a really great series, and if you want to read it, you can find it digitally on the Crunchyroll app. So yeah, those were my reads overall. Sadly, I didn't get to hit my target this month, because my target is 30 volumes of manga a month, and I only got to read around 21. So it was a month in the red, but hopefully next month it will be better, and I'll get to hit or overcome this target of 30 manga volumes. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a comment, hit that like button. If you want to see more content and you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want my impression on any one of these series, please let me know and I can use your opinion to prioritize my videos. So thanks a lot for watching and see you in my next video. Bye bye.